Good evening, everybody. How are you? It's midnight in Olympia. Almost. And across the water is the port of Olympia over there. And before they were shipping all the logs to China, they were poisoning all the logs. There was a company there called Cascade Pole that made all of the telephone poles for probably a good deal of the world. I think there were other sites in other places as well, but this was definitely one of the main sites. But before that, very interestingly, there was a ferry there that went up to Seattle. So it's almost like everyone got dumber and more ridiculous as time went on, and that there was some real brilliance in the past. That imagine all of the traffic you could save, and how amazing it would be if they could start that little ferry up again. It would be wonderful. Now, behind this fencing is what used to be a mill. And these were the mills that were shut down really around the time the Evergreen State College came into being here. And really around that time was when Kissinger had his fingers in China, and all of the jobs suddenly got sent to China for some reason, and these mills literally shut down. I even had met some people who worked in these mills when I was a student there. In fact, here's the shell of one. I don't know if you can even see it or not, but there's the shell of one. Some of the others have just been, totally torn down. And once again, you've got your little pesticide park there. I don't know. So people can go and virtue signal each other down there. I'm just not sure why. These workers of the world sure took the work out of work. I remember going to one of those workers of the world gatherings once here in Olympia, where everybody was wearing black. They're probably all in Antifa. They all looked just really unhealthy and were weird. And there was one woman who showed up who was completely unlike all the rest. And she was totally from somewhere like way out in the country, a total local. And she was like, I just showed up because I knew that none of you ever had a job in your life. And I was right, Okay, so here we are. We're kind of sailing on into the city. Just kind of going through the beauty of summer trees. There's a nice little summer breeze outside, and it seems so cruel to leave everyone with that horrible video, kind of putty on putty or something. Dirt on scratch, what was that? So it seemed nice to just maybe come out and come into Olympia from a different way and see what's going on in our infamous downtown. As all the little shirkers sleep on this Sunday night and dread their little Mondays or not. I'm not sure. There's someone who looked like they were 100 years old behind me. I was trying to let them go ahead, so I'm not quite sure why I'm being honked at by them. I'm really not. I've got my lights on. I'm going, not too fast, not too slow. But anyway, that was interesting. All's quiet on the Western Front, huh? Thank God they're turning.